Hello, family, friends, and fans. I'm Fletcher Rhoden, and this is Fletcher Rhoden by the Book, Video Edition. Yeah, I'm doing this series where I talk about my books, book by book, and I have three long form video projects available. So I'm just folding those into this show. It's going to make sense because there are crossovers. Some things are both books and plays, or both books and videos. So in this case, we're doing Soul Cancer. This is the late 1990s, and I decided to have a play. Every day, the hot thing was to be a playwright in LA, so I decided to try that. I used a lot of inspiration. My inspiration comes primarily from a real life circumstance that happened to me when I was in my early 20s. It was a love relationship gone bad, and the girl had cheated on me, actually, which was a hurtful thing. We had a lot of friends in common. So this circumstance involved a lot of people and a lot of complexities of intertwining relationships and stuff. And it ended with me being, you know, vivisected in front of most of the people I knew at that time. Then I did it to myself for the play so that everybody else could participate as well. Anyway, this was a sad situation. It happened, as I say, in my 20s, and I did the play in my 40s. So I was dragging this around for about 20 years or so, a little more than that. Some things you just never get over. But I will say that the play went a long way toward helping me to get over it. It was very cathartic. Writing is a cathartic experience, and this was quite cathartic. A lot of it is just as it happened. Much of it is written by me to, you know, tell the story. But this is a story that's told like in flashbacks. So the gang sort of gets together at one of their houses for the afternoon, and they discuss the situation, and then the situation plays out in little flashback bits. So it's got that construct, I should say, where two characters are talking about an incident, and then two other characters walk onto the stage, and the two characters watch these other two enact the incident, so that flashbacks are seen, and they're seen by the characters on the stage. They watch. So in this circumstance, everything that is a flashback actually happened, and it's word for word as best as I could transcribe it from memory. It's not all going to be exactly accurate, but according to my memory of 25 years after, um, every flashback is a true to life thing, as true to life as I could make it. Then the present day stuff is just, fiction. It's a play. It's I think I was quite fair. I'm pretty hard on everybody, frankly, but I'm not as hard as anyone as I am on myself. My character is called Tom Spangler, and I put him through the ringer. I am not a victim entirely. I was sort of victimized in that situation, but I don't let myself off the hook either. And that that I think gave me the liberty to write about the other people too, whose names are all changed, because uh, if I could be hard on myself, I could be hard on them. As long as I was being just as hard on me as I was on them. In fact, to be honest, I was a little bit easier on all of them than I was on myself. To be honest, there are things about this particular event which I did not include in the play, which I didn't. This is only a play. It's not a book. It's not anything. But there are details which I did not include. I knew them, and they would have been dramatic power punches, but I pulled them because I'm a human being, and I had respect for the fact that these other people have lives and privacy, and I didn't feel that it was necessary to really go into the muck and the mire of it. There's enough muck and mire to go around. But I will say there were muckier, mirier things as aspects of this story that I did not include because I wanted to show some class, and I didn't want to have a burden on my conscience. So I didn't share everything that was not mine to share. The parts of the story that were mine to share, I shared. The parts that weren't mine to share, I allowed these people to have their privacy. That's pretty fair. Let's talk about the production. It was done at, it's now called, I believe it's called the Lyric Theater. And it's on Lyric and Hyperion in Los Feliz Village, very close to where I lived at the time. Uh, it's it was called something like the Angels, City of Angels Theater, or something like that. At the time, now it's called the Lyric. It was, we rehearsed there. It was a small production. My buddy Robbie Rist plays me in it. He's great. It's a really great performance by Robbie Rist. You know him as Cousin Oliver from the Brady Bunch, or from the Cousin Oliver Syndrome, which is what happens when they try to keep a long-running TV show going by adding a cute new kid to it. But Robbie's been in other things too. He's great as me. He knew me then, so he knew exactly how to portray all that. A good friend of mine, April McKay, is in it. She's great. A lot of the people I met, Christy McBrayer, I met her for this performance. She was originally going to be a comic to open up. It was a one-act play, and I had a singing act, the Snosberries, and I was looking for a comedian. And then I was going to take an intermission and then do the play. And I liked this actress so much, Christy, that I fired the actor I was going to use because she wouldn't show up for rehearsals. And I replaced her with Christy, and she did a great job. Everybody pretty much did a great job, down the line. The cast is great. Um, I don't know what more I can say about it. It's very revealing. It's hard hitting. It's not fun to watch. I know for a fact that the people who were involved in this event were made aware that there was a play and that there was a video of the play. Now, I don't know if they ever saw it. None of the people who were on the stage were actually ever in the audience, but mutual friends were. We had a lot of mutual friends, and that's what made it so painful for me. But none of the actual participants in this event, other than myself, were actually ever in the audience. But there were videos flying around. I know there was a party with all these people, and there were videotapes of it. So I wonder if they ever actually saw it. Maybe they all got together and watched it, and spat at the TV or threw popcorn at the TV or something. Or maybe not. Maybe I like to think that the girl tried to watch it and couldn't. Maybe she could. Maybe she got through it. I don't know. I'd kind of that's a fly on the wall moment I kind of wish I had. But who knows? I never heard from any of them, and frankly, I'm not eager to hear from any of them. Really, I suppose I would if they reached out. I might be receptive. It was a long time ago, after all. We were all kids. We all make mistakes. Well, we weren't kids, but we all make mistakes. So, and I was one of them. I made a lot of mistakes, and you can see them in the play. So that's pretty much all there is to say about it. I think I edited the video myself. At first, I hired someone to edit it for me, but then a few years later, I did a director's cut. And what you're seeing on this YouTube channel is a director's cut of the play. Now, there'll be a link to it below. So you can just go from this analysis, click right on that link, and boom, you're watching Soul Cancer. It's an hour long. It took a long time to put together ish. I wrote it actually kind of quickly, and then cast it and produced it a few months, I think, for the whole ordeal. And but it came out really well. I was really pleased with it, and it was good to get it off my chest. And I consider it one of my better things. So check it out, won't you? Soul Cancer. It's below. Tune in again for another analysis of one of my plays, or one of my books, or one of my records. I've got the show Fletcher Rhoden Track by Track, and I've got this show Fletcher Rhoden by the book. So tune in again for another analysis, won't you? And until then, bye, Mary.